Men, nightly news. Tonight we're talking about Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, LeBron, Rich the Kid, and Takashi. Stay tuned. Pull up, gang. Alright. Okay. What up, man? Yo, Memphis, what's good? Memphis juking. That's what's up. What up, man? My name is Ali Salam, man. I do a show live every single night here on Caffeine, man. Shout out to Caffeine, man. You know what I mean? Your boy's moving up somewhere in this world, okay? Um, this is the affairs of men, okay? We talk hip hop, we talk sports, we talk, I mean, voting, politics, history, astrology, you know what I'm saying? This is like the hood CNN, you know what I mean? The hip hop MSNBC, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm the cool heterosexual Don Lemon, you know what I'm saying? And we do the show every night. I'm live from Los Angeles, Killer Cali, and this show is here for y'all. This is a phone number. That's a phone number for you to call in at any point in this show. You will want to call. You hit that number and you call in. Make sure you subscribe so you can be locked and loaded. Okay. I just started. I just started the broadcast. I usually start around now, but I'm gonna wait until the pile up in here, and we're gonna get going. So I got a lot of topics to discuss tonight. I was not on last night. Apologies. I'm gonna spend some time with the fam, but we're back, and we're cranking. You know what I'm saying? What up, Cliff? What up, Cliff? How y'all feeling, man? Y'all checking in? Y'all checked in? Tapped in? What's up, Cliff? Yeah, okay, bro, for sure, man. I know y'all be waiting for the show, so you know what I mean. It's only, you know what I mean. Yup. So, what up, y'all? Y'all good, man? We'll have another good show tonight, man. All right, so tonight, man, we're gonna talk about LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because LeBron, he stayed with the black excellence. You know what I mean? LeBron, to me, LeBron and Jay Z is like, you know what I mean? LeBron and Jay Z. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They're like Malcolm and Martin or something, man. Like they're that way. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron, he did more boss moves. You know what I mean? He bought a he bought a pro sports franchise, man. He has a great team of financial advisors. Yep. He's one himself. You know what I'm saying? He's a great financial advisor himself. All right, so we're gonna talk about LeBron. Okay, that's first and foremost. We're gonna talk about LeBron, the goat, the goat. You know what I'm saying? Off, on, and off the court, and that's coming from a Kobe fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight up Kobe fan, but you know what I mean. LeBron get 100% respect from me. All right. So we're also gonna talk about Takashi 6ix9ine, man. Yes, I said it. Takashi 6ix9ine. What up, Rylu? Let's see. Hold on one second, man. Just want to make sure. Okay, good. I'm on Facebook. What up, Facebook? What up, man? How that face look? All right, here we go. Take off the mask, man. How that face look? Let me see. All right. Boom. Let me see if I'm live. Okay, I got 2 people watching. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. I usually don't have nobody on YouTube, but shout out to everybody on YouTube. Okay, now, if you're on YouTube, okay, this right here really helps. If you go to, you know what? It doesn't matter where you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm a respond, man, because I'm gonna have. Let me see. TV dot CIRC. All right. All right. We're also gonna talk about. Okay. Boom. Let me see. All right. So we good. All right. What up? Facebook. All right. Look, we everywhere. Oh, and on Twitter. We on Twitter too. Tonight we all over the internet. Go to my Twitter page. You dag what I'm saying? Dag what I'm saying? You dag what I'm saying? There we go. I'm live. Islam. Let me see. There we go. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let me see. Will I get the tweets? Let me see. I'm on Periscope. Periscope. Are you aware of dope? You know, I don't share. I don't wear a vote, but where vote. I don't know where to vote. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who or when or where to vote. Click to unmute. My check. All right, cool. All right. All right, cool. Log in. Log in. I'm already logged in. Let me see. Twitter. Yeah, I'm already logged in. Let's see. Move to Twitter. Periscope is discontinuing. Wow. Islam. All right, cool. So I'm on Periscope. All right. I'm on YouTube. All right. I'm on Facebook. And we good. And we here on Caffeine, man. Damn. Did I listen to any track? NE. Who's NE? Probably didn't. Who's NE? Oh my God, I heard that shit like 4-5 times today, man. Matter of fact, I went in. That shit had me inspired, so I went into the studio and I tried to. Yeah, that shit was fire. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play it. I went into the studio and I was inspired. I wasn't trying to make that song, but because it's, you know what I mean. That beat is horns, right? It has like a French horn. At least on the hook loop, it got a French horn. I was like, ugh. Like, you know, the beats with the horns, those sound regal, right? Sound triumphant. You know what I mean? And one of the issues with those horn beats is the frequency that the horn is in is around the same frequency as the human voice. So many times it's a competing instrument. You know what I mean? So a lot of times you got to bring the horn in when the voice is not there. You got to filter it out or move it off to the sides and keep the voice in the middle. But it's a lot of finagling. But that horn, those horn beats are amazing, man. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? While we get started, let's play that joint, man. I play that joint probably like shit made you want to rap. Oh man, who had the best verse? All right, so for those that don't know, all right, let's see. So first of all, we're for all those that are new, tonight we'll be talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Okay, he has 2 news stories that we'll get into. We're gonna talk about Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. I have an opinion on what went down this weekend. We're also talking LeBron James and we're talking Rich the Kid. So we're talking about 4 news stories today, and so we're gonna get those in. All right. And so here's the song. You wanna pay, still wanna pay, now. All right, here go the song. Some battle rappers. Shout out to YouTube. Yo, whoever did the video edits is hard. These video edits is clean. They made it shake with the kick drum.
You want a pig, still want a pig, not for one a pig. Body parts everywhere, some was here, some of there. Underwear, vest on, you gon' put me underwear. All I wanna hear is what size shirt your baby mother wear. In the trenches, and hell nah, you ain't coming there. Damn, why shoot the crib up, he had his son in there. Tell her turn your favorite outfit to some summer wear. Your face on some t-shirts that your mother wear.
Fuck a couple shots, I'll probably bring 100 there. Then see your mama, your blood bank, that's some Tupperware. Ain't no better feeling than catch her up when he unaware. Your bitch call me the pipeline, she need plumbing there.
You know I don't fucking care, line you up like I'm head. Pocket trunk, you get stuffed in there with no fucking air. Pull strings like a puppeteer. Have my youngin' get up close range like Tampa Bay.
Fucking there.
Hurt. I put you in a hearse. Get sent to church. I peel half this 30 like I split.
I was a sinner first. God forgive. I put in plenty work. I never snitched. They have to kill me first. Seen mama's ride when that city burst. In the kitchen whipping the pot. Put my wrist to work. Book bag, hold the pounders that different work. Remember holding my first gun like how this shit to work. First nigga ain't hit his head, but I ain't miss his shirt.
Hey, rock for that big cat. We aiming at they finish first. Swamp said Tupperware. Let's see niggas little work. Do you bag cold as Minnesota on December 1st? Leave them on a leak and needed some dental work. I came from the dirt and I seen work and I ain't know it would work. I came from the bottom though. What's your man? One phrase, nigga, I don't know. If it don't feel right, stand on it, gotta go.
Mama knows I get your body and down the clothes. Trap house cooking like Papados. We with the drama though. Man, I'll bring it to your mama though. Knock, knock, then I let your mama blow. Soldiers leaping out of the chopper yelling Geronimo. I give a nigga a big schedule. It's your time to go. Nigga came out of the swamp. It ain't no drowning. Hold the thermostat and hang out the window. I change the climate on.
Bang, bang, Geechee throw it up. I got the vomit flow. Block jumping, jump out. Fiends yell Geronimo. Jack boys stripping niggas. Putting niggas on the pole. My weed and my daughter made the honor.
Nigga, this the gangland. Them bullets give a nigga spray tan. Hollows hit his knees, made him break dance. Nigga, I don't say dance. Cause I'll leave a nigga shot. Easy, hurry up and spin the fucking block.
Skate.
OT drop off. Airbnb call me Mr. Richard Spot. Got me running to the Glock. Strap gun in foot.
Ace, I mean. Shit was fire, huh? That shit was fire. That shit was fire. Slump. That was let's see. So that was Rock, Swamp, Easy to Block, and Geechee, and Ace Amin. That's who that was. Yup. Tay-Rock, Ace Amin, Swamp, Geechee Gotti, and Easy to Block. You know, I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Rock said, he said, I leave him on the ground leaking, needing some dental work. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn. Damn. All right, so let's get it in. Let's get it in. All right. Let's you know what I mean, we'll start with Bron, man. Shout out to LeBron James, man. Only the best player playing. He the best player on the court, and he the best player off the court. You dig? Thank you, man. All right, guys. So, LeBron LeBron James, man, he has a lot on his. Your favorite player? You really rap now? Well, shit. All right, so if you guys are a fan of the shows, you've noticed that there's no LeBron slander yonder. Okay, there's no slander this way. We will not tolerate it. Okay, so we found out over the last couple of days that LeBron James has invested in a major sports franchise, an historic franchise. Now he's a part owner of the Boston Red Sox. That's right, the Boston Red Sox. Boston, an area that has been historically a very race-filled town, we'll say. Now, Boston was home of a lot of Irish immigrants, okay? And many of the Irish that came over here, not all them Irish was so-called whites. Some of the Irish were so-called black people. A lot of the Irish that came over here were many of the so-called like black, what you would call Moors from Ireland and those areas. Because remember, there was a mass exodus of the Moors from Europe in 1492, specifically Spain. You know what I mean? And even the European Irish, they were not looked. It was very, very poor over there in Ireland and stuff like that, right? And so amongst the European caste system out there, the Irish was on the low end of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? The Irelanders, the Irish. And so a lot of the Irelanders, it was other European nationalities that came over to here as well, but they were the quote unquote niggers of their society. You know what I'm saying? Of a lot of European society. And so when they came over here, many of them were enslaved, and many of the Irish were enslaved, and what is it called? What it's not quite slavery. What's that shit called? Indentured servants. Okay, hold on. Oh, you say it's facts. Facts. Man, I would love to hear what you got to say about that. Your pops is 100% Irish. Yeah, the Irish, they're like the ones getting out the mud. You know what I mean? That's a phrase we say in hip hop. Sorry, guys, I'm a little hungry, man. My fault. Yeah, so many of the Irish, man, they many of them, you know what I mean? Work really, really hard. You know what I mean? And this is the way they were treated. But what the sad part about it is, when it came out here to America, they quickly found that there was another class lower than them. And it's my humble opinion that many of them loved the fact that they no longer were the quote unquote lower class, because then the racial designation, was here in America, and now all of a sudden there's people under, and so I felt like a lot of times out in Boston area, that's where a lot of the racism kind of came from, man. Where it's just like, and so I remember Kevin Garnett, he did not want to go to Boston at first because he felt it was like a lot of racism there. I know Bill Russell felt like there was a lot of racism there, but obviously we're always ask Bill Russell. And so I know now that, we're definitely trying to, move and, move better or whatever. But LeBron James owning a sports franchise in Boston, to me, is a big deal. Now, it's a partial ownership. Okay, so let's read it, actually. Let's read it. Somebody said they can't hear me. Okay, well, listen, you can't hear me. You know what I'm saying? Other people can. Crispus Addicts. Wow, somebody mentioned Crispus Addicts. All right, Sources: LeBron James becomes part owner of Boston Red Sox, joins Fenway Sports Group as a partner. Wow. Los Angeles Star. Let me see if y'all want to read the article. I'll bring it up. Let me ask you: when I do this, do y'all want to see a stagnant picture, or would you rather see the actual? Thank you, Valencia, for the follow. Or would you actually rather see the article in the back? Would you rather see that static picture, or would you rather see the article like this? Because I would imagine you guys is probably doing shit. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it even matters. Static photo. All right. Take a bite. Hold on. All right, I'll go back and forth. My fault, y'all. I was just hungry, man. My fault. All right, here we go. Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James is joining Fenway Sports Group as a partner, giving him an ownership stake in its subsidiaries that include the Boston Red Sox, Liverpool Football Club, Fenway Racing, and the regional sports network. What was it? What's that called? Sportsnet. New England Sports Network. You know, like you know what I mean? I know they have it out here, like Prime Ticket. It's called, what was that? I think that's a subsidiary of Fox Sports. Sources told ESPN. Oh, wow. James already owns 2% of Liverpool. See, if y'all, anybody play FIFA, you understand that Liverpool is like one of the premier clubs in the world. LeBron James owns 2% of Liverpool. Liverpool is probably like equivalent to like, what is that equivalent to? Maybe like the Clippers? Nah. Somebody better than that. Somebody historic, like the Celtics, maybe? Maybe like the Celtics. You know what I mean? Not quite. You know what I mean? Not quite the Lakers. Anyway, so LeBron James, 36, already owns 2% of Liverpool Football Club, the current English Premier League champion. In joining FSG, which is Fenway Sports Group, and expanding his investment, James and his business partner, Maverick Carter, will become the company's first black partners. Wow. LeBron James is the man, dude. Another thing that I actually wanted to talk about, but we'll get to a little later, maybe tomorrow, is Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett is getting into it with let me write that down. Y'all hear about Kevin Garnett? Makes me want to just I'll just get into it right now, man. Yo, Kevin Garnett. Let me find this. Let me find this. I'm gonna play it to you guys. Let me finish LeBron and then I'll get to it. All right. So, FSG, which is the group that he's a part of, is amongst the largest sports ownership entity in the world, and James' involvement will only increase its reach. In addition to LeBron coming aboard, they also received a $750 million investment from Redbird Capital Partners, according to the Boston Globe. Yo, it's a lot of money out here, man. Man, these people are playing with big money, man. Like, in our whole lives, man, we'll probably not even run through, $2 million? You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Like, yo, man, they got a side investment for $750 million, y'all. With league rules preventing current players from owning portions of the NBA or the WNBA, yo, if it wasn't for the rules, LeBron James would actually own probably the Cavaliers, man. Yo, I bet you he wants to buy the Cavaliers. I bet you want to take it away from what's old boy's name? 100%. What's old boy Dan? What's his name? Old boy that owns the Cavs. Amir, you good? Amir, you okay? Yeah, Dan Gilbert. Yeah, Dan Gilbert. Yeah, Dan Gilbert. You know he wants to own it. You know he wants to take the Cavs from him. You know it. It just feels like it, right? Yeah, Kilroy. Yo, do what you feel, brother. If you want to do that, you know what I mean. I'm not trying to force you to, you know what I mean. But if you want to, you for sure you can, man. You know what I mean. But I didn't want to, no forcing. All right. Hey, Kilroy, hold on. Call. Let me see.
Hello.
Yo, Circle 7 Media, man.
King Kilroy calling from California. So yeah, I was you were speaking on the Irish thing, so I had a something to say there.
Fantastic.
So my great grandpa, my father tells me, he came here I think in around 1890s. He always would tell me he came on illegally on a British boat, right?
Wow.
Living in Boston. And he came as a worker and made a left turn instead of making a right turn with the workers, and he snuck into Boston, and so he basically came in here illegally and never left. So we had a lot of family in Boston. One of my grandfathers was a cop over there. So a lot of people. He's 100, whatever. His dad met his mom. They were 100% Irish, both and different. So yeah, you're speaking facts on the whole thing in Europe. They were called the N-words of Ireland. They came over here, New York. You see the sign, "Dogs Irish need not apply." And what you said too was right, was true when you said they want to look. There's a lot of racism in Boston. They want to look down on it, and I think it was Lyndon Baines Johnson that said, if you can convince the lowest white person that they're better than the next person, they won't notice that you're picking their pocket at the same time, which is what's going on with Trumpism right now too. You've got all these poor rednecks, like Mississippi won't even take the I'm jumping around, but Mississippi governor is refusing all that money for Medicare right now.
Is he really?
He's refusing all that
What
money.
a
That's
fool.
All that Obamacare stuff,
Yes.
it pays for itself. And you got these red states that got all these poor rednecks there that have no medical, and it's just out of spite.
Wow.
But anyway, to jump around the Irish thing a little bit is, you was right on there. And even my grandpa, who when my pops moved into Compton in '68, even when Compton was still like a little half white, half black, but a lot of people were running, a lot of white flight.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandpa, he would not come. He would not come in there. So you still get that with some Irish. It's just
Was there? Did they have like the reddish freckle phenotype that's familiar with what we consider Irish look?
Oh yeah. We they're pale. Yeah, we got some freckles going. So
Yeah, because for some reason when I think of Ireland, I think of red hair and freckles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The worst that is because my mom's is that, so I'm only but some people in my family, some of my aunts, they got one of them's got red hair. So
because it feels like it's like some sort of mix of melanin, right? It like I don't know, like must be kind of far back or whatever, but it's just like the melanin freckles kind of popping out. You know what I mean? Red hair.
Yeah. Do you remember what's Dennis Johnson too?
Yes.
Yeah. My pops would always. My pop's a big Celtics fan. He used to drive me crazy growing up. He talked all kinds of shit about you're never going to beat him until we split. But he'd always claim Dennis Johnson as his own,
Yes,
So
yes.
he's all those freckles. He's
Exactly,
that's
exactly,
Irish. So
exactly. Yo, in terms of the politics or whatever, the Republicans do okay. We have to be specific. The Republican politicians, not right now. I'm not speaking of the Republican voters, the Republican politicians. They do a great job with getting their constituents to vote against their own interests. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
It's almost masterful. It's almost like, yo, man, we don't want to give you guys raise the minimum wage. So what we'll do is we'll tell our people that it's leftists and Marxists and the Democrats. They want to get you paid because they're communists. You know what I mean?
They focus on it's the culture war.
Yes.
They can win the culture. You could piss people with the culture war. That's a winning hand for them. They can play that hand, and you'll get people. It's easy to convince people. They're not gonna. They don't have any policies.
Yeah, it's like, yo, yeah. If I take all your money right now, it's gonna troll the left. So let me take all your money, okay? How about that? You know?
Yeah. They're not going to spell it out like that, but essentially that's what it is. So, but yeah, I had to cut the Ireland. The Ireland thing was crazy. My pops is. You heard of the Irish Republican Army?
No.
Okay, so in Ireland, they're still to this day. Northern Ireland is part of Great Britain. And then I'll let you go on this one, but they were fighting for years. You have no idea how much they hate the British over there.
Is that where they get the whole fighting Irish from?
Yep, he gets the whole because he still wants that. Northern Ireland is not part of Ireland. It's part of Great Britain.
Oh,
and to this fucking day, he's like, I want that land back. And he didn't. I mean, I grew up. I remember seeing on the news once there was a bomb or something. People died. This was that, and my pops got up in the middle of the fucking living room clapping.
Wow.
And he's like, free Northern Ireland. He did not care. He was that serious. He's like, they killed like some fucking Secretary of State or something over there, and he was just do what you gotta do. So yeah, and they, the whole British Irish thing is crazy over there. They starved out in the 1800s and everything. So yeah, when you talk about the N-words of Europe, that's what they were at the time. They were spit on like dogs. But
yeah,
they come over here in Boston. They did the same shit. They flip, like you said. You take the they flip the same thing on black people over there in Boston. Same crap happened. But
I would imagine that it created for a certain population. It might have created a kinship between certain Irish. You know what I mean? And certain so-called black people in America,
Yeah. You got a lot of that too. So it's sort of an either or with human beings. You either got the ones that went the other way and looked down on and the other people that sort of there's a kinship. Yeah. So
yeah.
It just depends on where you're going. So,
yeah. Okay.
Anyhow, I'll let you do your thing.
All right. Thank you, brother. All right. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Northern Ireland had the bomb thing on lock. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Obviously, I speak from what I read and what I've learned and stuff like that. But if there's any obviously I'm not pulling from any books. So if there's anything that I say that you guys can basically amen to or anything like that, that really really helps. You know what I mean? It really helps to give context for you guys to call in like that. So I really appreciate that. Just to let you guys know because especially so-called black people, we feel like, we were down and out the whole time. But nah, man, before we were there, the Europeans always had a class system. You know what I mean? And it was the Irelanders who was at the bottom of the caste system at one time. All right. So what was that? Oh, okay. What's up, baby? All right. So they bought Liverpool in 2010 for 493 million. James joined the investment for a reported 6.5 million. FSG turned down 2.6 billion from the team in August. All right. James has not been shy about his desire to own an NBA team. Yeah, his mom just walked in here. So basically, yo, man, with the Red Sox, James gets limited partnership in one of Major League Baseball's jewel franchises. The team's estimated value is more than $3 billion. Yo, remember, baseball don't have a salary cap. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but they do not have a salary cap. Okay? With the Red Sox, James gets limited partnership in one of Major League's jewel franchises. The team's estimated value is more than $3 billion. And while it's expected to lag behind the competitive American League East Division this season, Boston has significantly improved its farm system and should increase the payroll going into the 2022 season. James' connection goes deeper than his investment in Liverpool. Among the executive producers of... Okay, all right, boom. All right. Anyway, so James has said he's been a fan of Boston's historic. So anyway, so LeBron James, at this point, you know what I'm saying? He's still playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? He has not retired. He's still playing basketball, and he owns Liverpool. He owns Boston Red Sox and all kind of other stuff, man. So shout out to LeBron James, man. That's black excellence, man. Show you how you get it from the mud. He opened up a school. He's the man. You know what I'm saying? And he might win MVP this year. And he's still playing basketball. And he's still on top of the game. And he's hunting down Michael Jordan. Let me tell you, with all the stuff LeBron James has done in his career, with all the stuff, with all the stuff he's done on and off the court, I want him to surpass Michael Jordan in the worst way. Okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, all he's did is given us shoes. You know what I mean? And some moments and stuff like that. But he never stood up for us. He never, to him, it was all about capitalism over everything. You know what I mean? So he can go that way. Okay? That's how I feel about that. Shout out to LeBron, man. You know what I mean? He said after LeBron went to Miami, he also owned the Celtics. All right. All right, next up. All right, let's go over Kevin Garnett, man. Root beer. I'm going to go over Kevin Garnett. Right now, he's going over something similar where he's beefing with the owner of the Timberwolves. He's beefing with the owner of the Timberwolves. Here we go.
Let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves franchise and its chairman, Glenn Taylor.
So it's their chairman. All right, man. So let's go over Kevin Garnett, his situation with
Let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves franchise and its chairman, Glenn Taylor, who made political contributions to a literal Nazi, Iowa's Steve King.
White nationalist, white supremacist, Western civilization? How did that language become offensive, King asked.
Even as George Floyd died in Taylor City, the Timberwolves chairman said, "We've had some people that have responded to this tragedy, and most of them have done it in a proper way of showing their pain, but some of them have responded by doing some break-ins. We don't need that. It hurts the community. I'm just hopeful that people will just send their message through prayer and silent demonstrations." In all, per The Ringer, Taylor has made more than $150,000 in political contributions since 2015, all of it to the GOP, including more than $50,000 this election cycle. Point being, he stinks to high heaven.
He's dealing with Glenn, who doesn't know about basketball. Glenn Taylor.
A notion the big ticket, the greatest ever to play for the franchise, Kevin Garnett fully understands.
You know that man, he don't know anything about basketball. I wouldn't say that he's the best basketball mind.
And KG made it known a change is needed.
My passion for the Minnesota Timberwolves to be a championship team is well known, but I have a deeper affection for the city of Minneapolis. I once again want to see Minneapolis as the diverse and loving community that I know it is.
So Garnett informed the masses he was exploring a bid for the team. Currently, there is only one majority chairman in the NBA who is black, that being His Greatness, Michael Jordan.
This whole thing, man, should just be to the side. I wish they just focus on winning and trying to get this thing under control. It's a really a rat storm up there, man. I hope they just really sit down in the room and get this done and focus on basketball.
The latest development is a troubling one, to say the least. Glenn Taylor, who also serves as the chairman of the WNBA's Minnesota Lynx and the United FC soccer team, worth an estimated $2.5 billion, will not be selling to Garnett's group. In an Instagram post, KG wrote this. So just got the news that this process in trying to acquire the T-Wolves is over for me and my group. Thanks, Glenn, for being yourself and what I know you to be. Good luck and all the best with what we built. Crazy that some of these special players that helped build these freaking franchises like a home, but can never own them, only rent them. GTFOH. It's a joke. F them though, you're lost. Keep your mind moving. And we still out here looking, still going, it's all possible. Taylor, in a phone call with The Athletic, said this: Kevin never contacted me at all saying that he was interested, nor was his name listed on any of the buying groups that asked for financial information to review.
Whatever.
It appears that KG has officially come to terms with not being involved in a sale of the Wolves, said one beat writer for the team. Short on details here, so it is unclear if it was a money issue or if other things got in the way. Taylor's getting pummeled in the court of public opinion by Wolves fans at the moment as the team has nosedived to an NBA worst 7-29 record. The staggering lack of success, fueled in part by an incredible run of injuries and COVID, coupled with the Target Center being the second oldest building in the league and the team's plummeting season ticket base, have all depressed the market for the Wolves. In that IG post, Garnett did mention two cities, Seattle and Vegas, as his next destinations, both of which will likely have a team because the league has lost so much revenue. So in order to gain some back, they're going to add a few different teams. Garnett, speaking with The Athletic last April, was asked if his number would be retired in the rafters at Target Center. Quote, his response, rather, Glenn knows where I'm at. I'm not entertaining it. First of all, it's not genuine. Two, he's getting pressure from a lot of fans and I guess the community there. Glenn and I had an understanding before Flip died, and when Flip died, that understanding was Flip. For that, I won't forgive Glenn. I won't forgive him for that. I thought he was a straight-up person, straight-up businessman, and when Flip died, everything went with him, Garnett said. Per ESPN, Saunders brought Garnett back to Minnesota in a trade in 2015, and the two talked about KG eventually becoming a minority owner.
Wow.
Then Saunders suddenly died of lymphoma, and the Wolves were forced to move on with new leadership.
Wow.
Garnett told the AP in 2017 he believes promises were broken.
Right.
He retired in September 2016 after a tense buyout negotiation. I don't do business with snakes, Garnett added.
Yeah, they
I
bought
don't
him
do
out,
business with snake mofos. I try not to do business with openly snakes or people who are snake-like. Deadspin's Brian Blunt.
Right, Lou, man, what's up, man?
A predominantly black league to, have a black.
Oh, this part right here.
In the NBA, there's only one. MJ, who is at least arguably the greatest athlete the sport has ever produced. It signals that the bar for black ownership in a mostly black league means you have to be the best ever, which, never mind the optics, it doesn't make any sense either.
Yo, that last part is the part that stuck out to me. The only owner, the only Asiatic or so-called black owner in the NBA is Michael Jordan. Okay? So basically what they're saying is, like, player. Okay. I think black person, period, though. To be a majority owner, To be a majority owner. It's like, first of all, the league is probably at least 75% black. It's built on black people. It's built on black dollars. It's built on hip hop. Those, like, these organizations are actually, like, the value comes from, you know what I mean, these black players, like the Pacers. What would be the Pacers without Reggie Miller, right? You know, or what would the Minnesota Timberwolves be without Kevin Garnett? You know what I'm saying? Like these players make these franchises. So however much money that the Pacers make, they owe a lot of it to Reggie Miller, right? You know, and that goes for a lot of teams and stuff like that, especially, you know, teams that don't win the championship a lot, you know, Minnesota, these things. So it's interesting that they say that, okay, boom, the only person that can own a franchise is Michael Jordan, the top of the top of the top of the top, like nobody else. I think I'm not sure what's up with Dominique in terms of that, you know. But anyway, so that's Kevin Garnett. He had his little beef, you know what I mean? I just wanted to bring that to you because I saw that today. Okay, for all those, if you'd like to call in, the phone number is 424-261-3107. If you'd like to call in and discuss what we've been talking about thus far. So far, we mentioned Kevin Garnett and his situation with the Timberwolves. That was off the cusp. But we're also talking about LeBron James, who owns a piece of the Boston Red Sox. Now, we also have the next story. We also have what is this? Let me get to this, man. Did anybody see this weekend? Let me see if my son is watching. Yo, no, for real, like, yo, I want to know, like, how do we feel about this shit? How do we, did anybody see this? Like, as, you know what I mean, a young man or whatever, it's like, okay, that's cool. That's like, you know, that's cool, whatever. But then as like a father, it's like, this shit is like trash, man. Like, yo, man, I'm off Meg Thee Stallion, man. Like, I'm so off her, man. Like, man, like, Cardi B as well. Yo, man, I just be thinking, I'm like, yo, man, if I had daughters, man, like, okay, well, you sit down, we sit back and we watch, the Grammys, right? The Grammys. Okay, boom. You know, black culture, black art, or art, period. American culture, American art that's being observed. You know what I mean? People singing, you know what I mean, their hearts out. People giving us stories from all over the country. You know what I mean? European Americans giving us the country music, and you know what I mean? And you got, you know, women giving us love songs, and the rappers giving us hood tales, and you know, you got it all, right? It's a hodgepodge of stories and talent and hard work and things of that nature, right? And then you get to these hookers, you get to these whores, these harlots, right? Who their messaging is basically trick as much money as you can from the black man specifically, right? Let's trick money from the black man specifically, and then let's go out and act like strippers and whores and the young girls, our young little girls watch this shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, now it's one thing to be at the Barbary Coast, or, you know what I mean? You know, any one of these strip clubs in Atlanta, that's okay. But you're on Channel 7, right? KABC or whatever. Like prime time for the world to see. And this is the look that you want to show the world. Black women, this is like, yo, man, yo, shame to all the middle-aged black women or whatever who be like, Meg Thee Stallion is empowerment. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on all the people that shout out to Cardi B. Shame on you. Nah, man. I'm off Cardi B, man. I'm off Meg Thee Stallion, man. Like, yo, this shit is just, it's not appropriate, man. No other race has got to deal with this shit. No other race has got to deal with this shit. Think about this shit for a second. Like, no white man got to go out, you know what I'm saying, and see, you know what I'm saying, and see their women treating them like that. And then the way they treat themselves out in public. Okay, and then on top of it, then they want to say protect black women. You're acting as if you have no class. You're acting as if you have no discipline amongst yourself, and now we're forced to, like, that shit is embarrassing, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I watch this shit, it's embarrassing, man. Like, why do our women have to act like this, man? You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, man. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The white man, the Grammys be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Act like this, and act like this, and act, you know what I'm saying? Yo, look, man. You know what I mean? And then on top of it, and then it'll be a political season, and then Bernie Sanders will sit down with Cardi B. Like, what message is that telling the world? Hey, look, man, all you little black girls, dress like a harlot, dress like a prostitute your men, you know what I mean? Value only your body, get fake boobs and all this stuff, and you can then rise to the top and talk to the president and create a change in your community. That's some bullshit. Some bullshit, man. This shit is fucking whack, man. Yo, man, check this shit out, man. Like, I'm telling you, obviously, as a guy, oh, yeah, it's cool. You know, girls twerking, yeah, it's cool. It's ass, it's titties, yeah, that's cool. But it's like, come on, man, we seen this shit. Like, we don't need to see this shit on KABC. Like, come on, man. Like, shit fucking pisses me off, man. Like, yo, check this. It's just like, it's classless. It's classless. You know what I mean? It's pathetic. You know what I mean? It's low class, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, man, our women gotta do better, man. Like, real shit. And then we got these and then you got the young girls that be like, oh, she's empowerment. This is not fucking empowerment, man. It's fucking trash. All right, I gotta turn that shit off. All right, cool. I didn't want the YouTube to hear that shit. So I'm showing this in the back. It looked like she had her butt done. Cardi B. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I put it on mute. So this is like so the Grammys? Like this is it? Like, okay, boom. Like, you know what I mean? Beyonce turned him down, huh? And then these harlot whores decided to do it. It's fucking whores, man. Like, what's the purpose of strip poles and all of this shit? Like, on broadcast network television. Like, god damn, dude. Like, do these fucking black women always have to fucking twerk and shake and gyrate? Like, are they more than this shit or what, man? Like, yo, man, I'm just saying, man, like, you know what I mean? Because if I had a daughter, man, it's just like, yo, man, like, you know what I mean? It's just like what's appropriate, like, you know what I mean? Like, is it like okay inside of your bedroom? Okay, you know what I'm saying? He said, idiotic, got us looking bad out here. That's right, man. Yeah, this is the best. This is the best that our culture has to do, huh? This is the best our culture, huh? Then they got the money in the back, throwing money around. Like, yo, man, they're literally whores, man. Like, literally whores. You know what I mean? And then you got young girls, they're 20, talking about Meg Thee Stallion is she's empowerment. This is empowering. No, it's not. This is an agenda, man, that they're trying to push on our young girls, man. You know what I mean? Like, yo, peace, Bville. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, come on, man. Like, is it necessary, man? Yeah. You finally get in front of the world and this is what you want to say? And it's like, of course this shit blows up. Of course these people put this out there. All right, look at this shit. Look at her, man. Like, yo, man, like, you think her husband wants to see her like that? I guarantee you. Thank you for calling Circle 7 Media, man.
You're Mr. Cliff in the building.
Yo.
It's like, as grown men,
we've seen this all happen before, and we just got to speak on it because our kids are hypnotized like we were hypnotized before. You know what I mean? When the difference is when the Luke Me So Hornies came out, when the Dog Pound was saying their shit, when all the Akinellis put them in your mouth and all this was happening, these weren't the #1 Billboard clean TV videos that were all out.
That's right.
That was for the community.
That's right. That's right. It was underground. It was, you know what I mean? It was niche. You know what I mean? It was not mainstream, bro. You're exactly right, bro.
Yeah, it's like I always compare the rap game to like the movie game, like the movie genres, right? You get that rated R, that PG-13, whatever. Your kids are gonna see some things, but we ain't gonna just put that on regular TV, on nationwide TV.
Yeah.
This is just it's like, and it's the percentages of this shit more so that bothers me.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many types of artists out here, so many types of rappers, but we're only pushing a certain style out there so much that it's like art imitates life. And now the kids think, oh, you have to do this to be considered a rapper. Like, they just think this is what it is. Like, there's so many female rappers coming out now, and it's just...
And they're all on the same thing. All of them. All on this same shit. All of them. Yup.
Meanwhile, I know there's, like, a couple underground artists that are dope, and maybe people don't think they have the right beats or whatever hooks. But I know there's some talent out there who does not have to go like this, who can rap good to a beat. It just makes them soulful, like rap, creative punchlines, whatever. They can do it still.
Yes.
One of the biggest rap hits all time from a female is UNITY from Queen Latifah.
UNITY.
You mean you can't recreate that for the new age? I don't know, bro. I try to like back up and not hate so hard because I think it hits us to our heart because we see our women doing this.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes maybe this might be me tripping, but sometimes I think we want to hold them to a better standard than us because we know how much they actually control. They have so much more power than they think.
That's right.
Like sometimes, we want to, as brothers, we seduced by it. So like we might project them a certain way or talk about them a certain way. And maybe it didn't hit us as hard when we were doing that shit. Like, I don't know, Baby Got Back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's standing on like some butts. But even then, he was talking about how much he liked a natural black woman's butt. Like,
at least, right?
But he had like a message.
Yeah.
Some sort of message. Like, don't think European beauty standards are the only thing that's hot. But yeah, I'm trying not to overly hate, but it's killing me right now. I hate the oversaturation of it. And just to be fair, I also hate the oversaturation of all the murder, drug raps from like all these, every rap artist. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. You gave these brothers a true serum and tell them to spit their songs. It's like they couldn't even rap their songs no more.
Yeah.
It'd be a very small percentage of rappers with them tough bars.
Yeah.
People be rapping about playing Xbox on the couch all day because that's imposing. That's all it would be.
And so while you were talking, I was like, I recorded this to play. This is what, like, what I'm showing on television is on the monitor behind me this is what happens when Meg Thee Stallion becomes commercialized. Okay, like have our women been acting like this for a long time? Yes, they have. But in terms of acting this debaucherous out in public for regular consumption, never. Like you would only see this on Freaknik. Now this is Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Now this is Saturday. All you see is blonde weaves, red color hair. All you see is Cardi B. You see fake hair, fake nails. You see all of this, and they're twerking on top of a cop car. Cop car. Like where is the are black women not civilized? Are they not civilized? Like, what's happening here? You know what I'm saying?
What's happening here, unfortunately, is like just, it's like, we've talked about this before, that sexism goes further and further and further. It inches by a little bit more and more.
Yep.
The shorts get a little shorter. It gets acceptable. And actually, when women can accept other women doing these things, that's when it gets further and further. Right? Because back in, it's like, some women would want to wear something a little risque, but it's like, oh, maybe that's too much. But then it's like, no, everybody's wearing those shirts now that's with no bra. And it's like, it's free the nipple. Okay, cool, free the nipple. Then it's like, what's the next thing? Free this, free that. Madonna had, back in the day, Madonna had the gold little, do you remember this? The Madonna outfit with the golden cone.
I don't.
Titties on like the Grammys or something.
I don't, but I would imagine it was risque for that time, huh?
Yeah, for the 80s, it was big. Madonna was big, risque for everybody because she was also a pop hit.
Yeah.
With songs like a Virgin, and she had the little cone breastplates on one of her outfits, and it was on like a Grammys type of thing. Around the same time, Prince with the butt out jeans type ish. But it was a big thing, right? But you still wouldn't see like women on the street rocking those Madonna cones. You know? Like this new age takes it far.
Far.
Like, yeah, and we're in this world so connected that it's immediately accessible. People are taking those styles and just running with it. And it's not just the clothing style; it's the whole attitude and everything. And it's under the guise of freedom.
Yes.
Revolution.
Yeah. Feminism.
Feminism.
Yeah. Yep. Empowerment. Really, independent women. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like teen spirit. It's like teen angst turned up. Like.
Well put. Yeah.
Because it's,
Yep. Facts,
people should be able to wear what they want, do what they want.
Sure. But
it gets oversaturated.
Yeah,
bro.
see, that's the thing.
Bro.
That's the thing, bro. It's like how come we didn't see anything looking like Erica Badu? Like, why didn't we see any of that?
Exactly. No, I'm with you, bro. Because when that neo soul kicked in, that was cool too. That was a cool movement.
Yeah, man.
I like seeing people going towards that. We still have that going on today.
I say it like this though. You don't see white women acting like this. You don't see no other races with their women acting like this. It's only ours. Period.
Yes. You're right. You're right. As like the main promoted source. But what black women do, everyone follows, bro. So there's a Hispanic American community. They're starting to have these things go on.
Yes, they are. Yes.
White American community, same. It's starting to happen too.
there was a
It's happening too. Like
there was a brother who owned a restaurant out in Atlanta, and you know what I'm saying, it was popping. There's hella sisters in there, whatever. And, they're in there playing, like, our music. Because we own it. We're in there. Whatever. It's cool, right? We playing our music.
A new, quote-unquote, high-end restaurant.
Yes. Uh-huh. And them sisters, they couldn't help themselves. They had to start twerking. And the man had to cut the music and be like, yo, what the fuck, man? Do you not have some home training? Like, I don't want no goddamn twerking in my restaurant. Where you think we at? Like, why our children, our women are acting like children. They're acting like children. They're literally acting as if they have not ever been disciplined at all. And they cannot check themselves.
You know what's the saddest part?
That was Dallas? Okay. Huh.
No, the saddest part is that if it wasn't, how do I put this? There's the seduction part of it. It's the men are like fueling this too.
No, but it's not though. You know why? It's not? It's because when we was coming up, the women would twerk for us men to come behind them and dance. Now there's no men behind them. They just twerk for each other. Right. Even when you go to a club, if you try to go behind them, they're gonna push you away and all kind of shit. Bro, I'm telling you. Remember back in the day, like the twerking and the Luke, we would come up and we would get our thing on. Like now, it's performative right now. There's no
of
men in
course, there's
sight.
always going to be a level of that.
Yeah, but there's no
What
men
I'm
in
saying
sight.
is like, I guess what I'm saying is more so like, let's say for like Instagram, for example, or some of these, we follow this. So many brothers.
Yes,
pump this
yes,
up,
yes.
and it's like
Yes.
it's hard to fight against the attention because that's ultimately what it is. There's guidance and attention involved. And also, there's also some people who don't want to be told what to do, so it goes far other directions.
And that to me, and that is a lack of discipline. You know what I mean? Because
And it also goes into
yeah.
like, sorry to cut you, but
No,
it
no,
also
go,
goes into
go.
like
Mhm.
overcorrective culture because sexism does exist. You know what I mean? And being pushed a certain way does exist. So now it's like, let's overcorrect. Not only are we going to like fight for our equality, but let's just go left. Let's just do whatever the fuck we want, no matter what the fuck this dude has to say or what the fuck our elder women have to say. Let's just fucking go all out. Let's be completely free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
But it still don't make no sense because ultimately, especially like you mentioned, and I think this is very important for people to listen to. This trick culture, it's like the opposite of this pimp culture.
Huh. Wow.
And it's like, what, you want to be the boss or you just want to be the employee? Or you want to be the dude, you want to just get money from other employees? Like, what are you doing? What are you selling yourself to be? Because the real thing is, we're promoting people to sell themselves. And pimping is going to be a business that I don't think will ever stop.
Right.
But ultimately, in like the commercial pop sense, it hasn't been this rampant.
Never, right? I like at the beginning of this conversation, man, you were breaking it down. You were comparing like how it was, like how this behavior has been here, right? Especially our women. Our women been acting like this since Little Kim, essentially. You know what I mean? And you know that.
I mean, well, actually, even before, because I'll let you finish your point, though.
No, go.
Now, I was going to say, the thing is, a lot of the rappers were men, though. So now it's like the women's has the rap voice more so than ever. You look Josephine Baker, but the woman has the rap voice now. KRS put it best. He's like, what happened in hip hop is we started becoming this business, so we started trying to cater to women to make money with our women's songs, like.
Yeah.
So we started taking hip hop to the strip club.
Yep.
And we started trying to just make the best songs for the women to rock with us.
Yep.
And then it came to the point where the women is like, well,
all right, fuck it, I'll just do it myself.
We know what we want more than y'all.
Yeah.
Since hip hop is already here.
Yeah, that's a great
point.
As well. That's a fucking amazing point. You know,
like too short. Yeah, like
because right now,
how he liked the woman to twerk. She's gonna make the song about how much money she's gonna get at the end of the night.
But what's crazy is
and how to match her camisole with her nails. Like we ain't gonna make no song like that.
But the crazy part though is the men are the ones still writing these records though. That's the crazy part, right? Like
that part.
You know,
hey, bro. For y'all that don't know yet, I do a little side Ubering. You know what I mean? And it was the other day I picked up these young ladies, somebody's birthday.
Uh-huh.
They're headed to like this little party. They're all charged up. They turn on, I let them turn on whatever music they want. They turn on their music. They're city girls.
Yeah.
They turn the act up. They all rap the whole song. It's like women empowerment in their mind. They're cranking to this right now.
Yeah, they was all that nigga pussy, nigga bitch, nigga pussy dick, pussy bitch. Right, they was going in on it, right?
Right, and I don't want to ruin the party, but I just really want to be like, hey, do y'all know Lil Yachty wrote this? Like these lyrics? That's like you know that's like fight the power that be, fight the power. You know that was written by, you know what I'm saying? You know that was written by Vanilla Ice? Be like, wait, what? Be like, damn. Shit F's you up. Real shit. It catches you like it makes you feel like, well, I would hope it would make them feel like, is is this gonna, is somebody else writing this for you for a reason?
Yo,
That's how little they think of you.
yes. That's such a good point, man. Like we gave, like, the brothers gave hip hop away to the women, right? Because it was very masculine at one point, right? It was like grimy. It was like for men, you know what I mean? And then, like, it started to get commercialized. We started singing and doing the melodies and started becoming, you know what I mean, a lot more
Hitting
feminine.
the club. It was in the club.
Yeah. But even before that, it was real like R&B-ish, where you get Ashanti on the hook. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's club too. But like, yeah, then it got real catchy, and then it was like, all right, songs about women. Okay, boom, songs with women, about women, hooks. You know what I mean? Then it was like R&B, fucking rap, and then it was just like, it was, you know what I mean? And then it was like, and then hip hop now is super major, and one of the reasons is because women consume it, right? Like when we was coming up, the sisters did not consume hip hop. They would have a Tupac album every once in a while, right? It's not like they was buying albums out over and over. You know what I mean? Now in today's market, man, it's the women who are the number one are black women, specifically. Consumers, the one actually buying, well, they're not buying, but streaming the records and streaming the songs. And like you said, like it got to the point where it's the women who are primarily the customers. So if that's the case, then let me get, you know what I'm saying, a stripper who the guys like, and I'll have her, rapping, you know what I mean? So it's like, damn. And then it's the women now who are the rappers, and then now it's the men. So the last step would be for the women to start writing for themselves, and then hip hop getting back underground again. And then all of us guys, we're on rap battles because hip hop went all the way fucking crazy. So we're like, man, fuck it, let's start this shit over again. Let's take the beat away and let's just fucking get to the rap battles. You know what I mean?
But the next step, if this is how we're going, is, people from other races are going to jump on the current trend,
right,
and just become bigger,
right? Because
this is simplistic, you know what I mean? And just maybe they'll have writers like Elvis Presley, rock dude started writing for Elvis Presley. It's like, well, he took over that genre, and then so on. We started being off it, moved to the next music. But you brought up an important point, and I wanted to jump in. You talked about like the subject matter of this all, and it's like at the end of the day, the same thing Dame Dash. This always sticks with me when Dame Dash said this. He said, all your entertainers and rappers are ultimately looked at to sell something. They're selling products. That's what they do. They that's why you don't, like, hip hop was an art form like other music. You come to where the hip thing is going on, and you hop to the new rhythm that's new. It's an underground thing. It's fire. You know what I mean? It's just some hot. It's something that's hot.
Huh.
Black women so creative. Black men so creative, creating things. I'm not trying to leave other people out, but it is. Is what it is. Creating certain musics, and people come check it out, and then it spreads. So this is spreading so far that, like, I can talk about those girls I took to that party, listening to City Girls, and there was only like one African American in there, quote unquote.
Oh.
The other three girls were African.
Oh.
And just driving around, I've had cars full of white girls singing the same songs, knowing every word. So it spreads out. And now
he means like Nigerian or Ghana, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, one was
non-American is what he means.
One was from Senegal, one was Eritrean. I can't remember the third, but yeah. And I'll get back. I'm trying to bring this back to the point. It's easier to sell these soft topics.
Keep going. Yeah.
When you have a hip music that talks about social content, and it sprinkles in these topics for our entertainment, is one thing. But it has a big, like, our community has so much to say. But it's so much easier to sell the simple shit.
Right.
It's very easy. Like, to promote this too, because this doesn't go against the grain. Because she's selling sex. Ooh, what can we sell with her? We can sell makeup with her. We can sell boots with her. You know, she can be on the Sprite commercial. She ain't gonna talk about real social change. We can do limited social change. She can talk about feminism. That's popular
Right.
You know, and so it's just people market. You got to know these companies are just trying to sell stuff to us. And what's the easier way to sell stuff? You get somebody who's willing to sell themselves. Even a lot of conscious artists, they have issues selling certain products, right?
Yeah.
They have to find the right product to sell. It's a lot harder to you know what I mean, make them sell everything. So if you get a rapper who likes wearing fancy clothes, it's like Gucci he can get a deal with Gucci, or he can get a deal with Hennessy or whatever.
Yes.
But if it's a brother who's like, man, fuck all those brand names, they're just robbing our community of funds, go get property. It's like, yeah, Gucci's pulling out. They're not going to invest with that brother.
Yep.
We can't make no money with him. Let's get the brother who likes Gucci back in here.
Yeah.
And put him on your TV screen and the radio 28 times an hour. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But that's, I'm sorry. How long is this I've been on? I want to open the line up, let somebody else talk. I just get on. Start talking about hip-hop in the current state, bro. It's like, ugh. But just know, all that stems from this. This isn't about your freedom. This isn't about, like, freedom of sexuality. This isn't like you go in a carnival and there's a bunch of dancing or tribal dancing or anything like that you also think is sex. Your feminine, divine feminine root stuff. It's in here, but that's not what they're selling you. You feel me?
This has nothing to do with your culture or none of that shit. All right, well, thank you, brother. That's right, man. That's right.
All right.
Real shit.
Y'all stay up, man.
All right, cool, man. Thank you. Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B acting like coons, man. Like, you know what I mean? Just absolutely like, what's the purpose of waiting until you're in front of the world to act like this? Like, straight despicable, right? Like, do you have any class? Yo, thank you for calling Circle 7 Media. What's your name and where you from?
Yo, this is B-Ville calling from Maryland by way of New York. What's going on?
What's good, man? What you think about this situation here, man?
The title is hot. It's very appropriate. What I think about the situation, I think it's an agenda being pushed. Because if you look at rap, hip hop, wherever it is, it's always a wave. When it first came out with Sugar Hill Gang and all that stuff, it was partying. And then a couple of years after that, with Queen Latifah and them, Tribe Called Quest, it was going social. Then Public Enemy came out. And when Public Enemy came out, they were speaking really like almost at a point of radicalization. So then after that, they pushed it back a little. That's like when Dolores Tucker and them did it when Cube and them came out with gangster rap.
Pac and them, yep.
Yeah, and then it went to singing, and then it went to just everybody just thugging out. I think it's a part of conditioning because everyone loves music. Who don't like music? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't care if it's just a drum.
Yeah, it's spiritual. You know what I mean? Like, music is spiritual. Like, humans are going to love music. The music is what separates human beings from animals. You know what I mean? The ability to make music, like, and it's highly corruptible. It's highly corruptible. You know what I mean?
I think after who's ever at the top of the food chain, when I say that, I'm talking about people like Lawyer Cohen and them.
Yeah.
When they seen how it was controlling people, that they turned it into something different. You know what I'm saying? They say, yo, we can actually control people because just like that Mr. Cliff said, once they started, you notice how once they started with all this killing and drug and slinging and pimping and bitches and hoes, the whole dynamic changed and people really started acting the way that they were portraying.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it came to a point where, when even though I mess with Jigga heavy, But when Jigga started talking about all that balling, that was a different. That's when another wave came.
Sure did.
Everybody was balling.
Yep.
Everybody was
Big
chilling.
Willie.
Everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Big Willie. Ain't no regular people no more.
Right.
And now it's gone to from that to somebody, whoever is at the top, said, well, let's put these fools in dresses and paint their nails and just have them mumble like slaves.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at it,
yo, let me just say this. Let me say this real quick, and I'll let you finish. It went from like, first of all, black exploitation. That was the first one when it was like on that pimp shit, that old pimp named Slickback and Dolomite and all that kind of shit, right? Then it went from that, and then it went to like gangster, like then I believe the maybe like the 90s. Then it was gangster rap, right? And then like you say, then it went to so basically another thing after gangster rap, bro, it went to like drug selling. Like everybody was a drug dealer, right? Remember, everybody was a drug dealer at that time, and then it went to the drug user. So you know what I'm saying? Just recently, everybody was drug users, right? And now, like you say, it's the prostitute age. All of our women are prostitutes, and they're all, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I'll let you finish. I just wanted to pinpoint those errors, you know.
Nah, that's facts you speaking, and the reason why I said that because I got 2 twin granddaughters, and I don't even know what this song is, but they was singing it, and when I was it was like one of them first songs that Cardi B came out, and I asked my wife, I said, "What is that they singing?" And she was like, "I don't know," and I looked up the lyrics, and I told my son, I'm like, "Yo, you got to start controlling what they listen to. Look at these lyrics that they're singing." I forgot what it was. It was one of her first songs, but it's not nothing that a little child should be singing.
Right.
And it's up to these parents to control the stuff that's being fed to your children. You wouldn't let nobody give your kid no food from out the garbage can, so why would you let somebody put garbage in their brain?
Wow. Good point.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, really it is, because, I mean, how you going to tell your daughter don't sing it when you got mama cooking some greens talking about wet-ass pussy?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't add up. But, I don't know. I don't think rap will ever be what it was. But I've been looking at some of these kids that y'all hooked up on with that battle rap, and them kids is nice. Some of them go hard with the drug slinging and the guns and all that, but they can really rap if they wanted to, and they could do something, you know, really different, like a new wave.
Yeah.
Because some of these kids, like More King, put up this record today. I never heard that record in my life, but it was fire. And then the one I sent you the other day, with I was
Loaded
saying,
Lux.
wait a minute, ain't this dude a battle rapper? But he was spitting fire on that. Whoever he was talking to, yo, he roasted them.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think with the female thing, after Queen Latifah and MC Light and all of them died out, and Little Kim was talking about the wet pussy and all that stuff, that's when the women took a stand and the direction started going in the wrong direction. See, Little Kim, the way she was doing it, she was spitting it where it was like, she was really saying, you gotta work to get me.
Yes.
But work has changed into, you know,
trick off a little bit of dough. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what got some of these brothers out here acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't think rap music will ever be what it was. I think it's going to be taken over. You know what I'm saying? And not in our best interest. It's going to be a rewrite of history. They tried it with Vanilla Ice, but that ain't work. And then they said M was too black, so that ain't work. Because I be looking at them kids like Mac Miller and some of those other dudes, and I'm like, man, what are they really trying to do? But I really can't get with the Cardi B and all of that. I don't know. That just in my spirit.
Damn. Well, thanks for calling, brother. Sharing your wisdom, man. You know.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm still here with y'all. I'm riding with the force. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that somebody could come out and change the dynamic. The only way they're gonna really be able to do it is if they come out independent. If they doing not the stuff that's out now. Because, when you got dudes walking around with pocketbooks and dresses and fingernail polish and your son looking at that and, I wouldn't want my son nah, kid, I don't even want to do that. Yeah, Boss Man said European rappers are more palatable. But, I've been listening to these kids from Japan. Yo, they get busy and their music is fire.
Japan, for real? Damn.
Yeah, I'll send you some Japan boom bap. They into boom bap.
Yeah. They like that classic shit. Yup.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
All right, then I'm not.
All right, cool. Thank you, brother.
I'm not gonna hold up the line. Peace out.
All right, peace, man. Good call. 2 good calls in a row, man. So yeah, man, we just talking about Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, them acting like women with no class in front of the world. You know what I mean? And we were comparing it to when we were younger. When we was younger, you know what I mean? It was different because all that ratchet shit, all that stuff, it wasn't mainstream. You know what I mean? That shit was only on The Box or BET Uncut or some shit like that. And it wasn't for, you know what I mean, 5-year-old girls to watch during primetime television. You know what I'm saying? For the whole world to see. And it's just the effect that it has on our women. See, us men, we got to date these women, right? We have to work with these women. These women are our sisters, and they literally are losing class, and we have to deal with them. And then, you know what I mean? And one of them wonder why we're not dating them. It's just look at how you're acting, man. So I know the sisters be like, man, it's not all the sisters. It's not all the sisters. You know what I mean? It's not. And then, a lot of sisters be like, oh, it's the lower class sisters that be on that. Okay, whatever. But I'm just I'm tired of seeing this, man. You know what I mean? I'm tired of seeing this. So the phone number is open 424-261-3107. If you like to discuss any of the things that we have been discussing tonight, even if I do go on to a new topic, you're free to call in and discuss anything that we've discussed tonight. Always remember that, okay? Even if I so-called move on, the topics are still open for whatever you would like to discuss. Shout out to Dub B, who shared this story of this European who decided to go to the capital of Black America called Atlanta. And this guy decided to shoot 8 people at a massage parlor. Baby, did you hear about this? Yeah, this guy here, this devil here. This devil here, man. He went to different massage parlors. 8 people shot to death. Atlanta massage parlor. This man arrested. At least 8 were killed and another has been injured in a series of shootings at 3 spas in Atlanta. 1 suspect has been taken into custody. What the hell? Cherokee County Sheriff's announced that Robert Aaron, 21-year-old white male, led officer to Chris Kine about 3 hours away. The first shooting at a massage parlor. Oh, he was shooting Asian women, huh? Damn. The Associated Press long appears to look similar to surveillance images in Cherokee County. What's it? Oh, he was probably trying to. I have no idea. What the hell's? Why would he do this? Jay Baker with the sheriff's department. When officers arrived at the Young's Asian Massage. You know what that really is. That's if you want young ladies. Yeah, of course it's the name Young. The wounded were rushed into local hospital. The names of the 4 victims at the massage. Damn. The authorities said all of the victims are women of Asian descent. Wow. So that's the devil there. All right. Let's see here. What we have next. Wait. Why is my... Wait. I sent it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right. Hey, y'all remember that like Nipsey, remember what Nipsey said, man, it's a marathon. Thank you for calling Circle 7 Media. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, what's up? This one Deacon from Birmingham, man.
Oh, what's up, good brother? Talk to me, man.
Hey, man, I was just gonna listen today, you know, because I'm just around the house just listening to your show. But when you brought this story up, it's crazy because maybe you know, but my homeboy was telling me about man, Joe Biden just signed something against Asian discrimination or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was like a new law protecting Asian hazing or something like that.
Maybe. I do know that it has been in the news that there's been a lot of white people, specifically Trump supporter people that have been discriminating and committing crimes against a lot of Asians for no reason. That's something that they've noticed. I don't know about a law that's been so that's news to me. Really, there's a new law that's out there.
Yeah, because we were talking about it. We were talking about like the first thing. Me and you know how we joke about stuff like the first thing Joe Biden do is put something out there for the Asian Americans instead of the
Beville says Biden signs memo to combat bias incidents towards Asian Americans. So it's a bunch of nothing. It's a law that has no teeth. It's just,
Yeah. And we was like, I didn't know Asian Americans were getting harassed out here.
Yeah, because of coronavirus.
Something like this happened out the blue.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the first time I've ever heard about an ass Asian
Yo,
in my life.
Yo, it's because of coronavirus. The white people are mad that, the Asians brought coronavirus over here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And so, ever since coronavirus and stuff like that, ever since coronavirus or whatever, they've been wanting to go buy guns and stuff. Yeah, because he called it the China virus. Yeah, the China flu. He called it the China virus. And then the Republican Party, they're going hard on China right now. Like, that's just part of their whole shit. China, And so they make China the bad guy.
Yeah. Well, logically thinking, just because the virus came from China don't mean Chinese, more white business men probably traveled to China could have brought in Chinese people that know.
Yeah.
Logically thinking.
Yeah. But, them people ain't logically thinking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I was just wondering how,
Yeah.
I had a little conspiracy hat going on. I was like, now you want to start shooting up Asian people?
Yeah.
When you sign that memorandum, what you call it?
Yeah. Some memorandum. Yeah. Yup.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. I didn't know the Asian community was getting harassed about this.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yo, the thing about it is, if anybody knows the numbers, what is the total population of Asians in America? Now, from what I remember, they are like us so-called black people. I believe we're anywhere between 12 and 15%. I believe Asian Americans, I believe it's like close to like 3%. It's like really, 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 really small. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not a lot of Asian people in America, period. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me ask another stupid question.
Nah, no question is stupid, brother.
Okay. Well, yeah, just another inquisitive question then. The country of India is in the continent of Asia, right?
Yes, brother. Great way to say it. Yes. The country of India, which was called Hindustan, Yes, it sits in the continent of Asia. Now, that particular Asia continent is the largest continent, even bigger than Africa. Now, Europe is not a real continent because a continent is supposed to be defined as sitting on a tectonic plate, having its own water on its sides. And Europe is a political distinction inside Asia. So Asia is huge. Russia is Asia continent. India is on the Asian continent. The Middle East is on the Asian continent. That's why Noble Drew Ali, and they say the black man is an Asiatic black man. It's because all through India and Saudi Arabia and even where Egypt is, a lot of people call that, the world was called Asia. Anyway, go ahead, brother.
I got you, but I was just wondering. Okay, so with the Indian Americans, they being the 3% of that Asian population.
Oh, okay. So, I see what you're saying. Now let's find out what's the designation of Asian American. You raise a very, very, very excellent observation, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because here's the thing. Now, because Asian does not mean, so first of all, Asian American is not a nationality, right? It's more so a racial designation, okay? It says the definition of an Asian American is an American who is of Asian descent. Then it notes, it says particularly East Asian. So the West Asian would be Europe or whatever, right? Southern Asian would be India. East Asian are the brothers that we're talking about. So yes. Okay. So Asian American, yeah, you actually raise a really good point. But yes. Asian American, those are it's a colloquial, right? It's a slang to mean Japanese, Chinese, and Hong Kong and shit, Yeah.
All right, well, yeah, that just raised my horns right there when I was like, oh,
Korea.
They starting to shoot Asian stuff up now. That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm in Birmingham. I ain't never in that Atlanta that close, and I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
All right. Thank you,
man.
brother. Yep. Thank you, man. I'm glad you called. Yeah. Yeah, that there is a difference, right? Asian American. What Asia are you talking about? Because even when you say Indian American, you might think of Native American Indian. You know what I mean? Like all these words are all just, let's just use nationality and just be easier with it. All right. I just did a cheap plug in Jay Black's group. Yeah, I just did a cheap plug. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right, man. So far we mentioned Kevin Garnett. We talked about LeBron James, and we talked about Megan B and Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. Once again, if you want to call in and discuss anything that we've discussed so far, you can, okay? Even if we moved on to talk about something else. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. You hit the little star and be a part of this, okay? I'm live every day at 7 p.m. I go live at 7 on 7 Western. That's 10 p.m. Eastern, okay? Be a part of the show. This is a hip-hop CNN show, okay? This is like, MSNBC, you know what I mean? A black MSNBC or something, you know what I mean? This is like black cable news. This is where you'll get your nightly news, and this is where you can be heard. Mr. Rush 73, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I just got some good news dealing with caffeine, so You know, hopefully we'll be able to bring you more content in the future. No, we will bring you more. M. Phillips, thank you for the follow. We will give you much more content in the future. We just, you know what I mean, talking with Caffeine, working some things out. You dig? So, with that being said, man, our favorite troll is in the news, man. Let me tell you something, man. What did Nipsey say? Nipsey said it's a marathon. Nipsey said it's a marathon, man. Nipsey called this guy a clown. Remember when Nipsey? Thank you, man. Remember when Nipsey, you know what I'm saying? He said, he said about academics. He said, man, you gotta let clowns be clowns. He's talking about these guys. Clowns. Okay, clowns. Yo, yeah, don't sell. Not gonna sell. Listen, man. I remember one of the homies came to the crib. We was talking, and this is when the Tekashi wave first started. He was like, man, everybody talking shit, but he's getting the bag, though. He's getting the bag, though. Like, man, y'all, you niggas is hating, but he's getting the bag, though. Like, who's the fool? Who's the fool? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's getting the bag, though. You know what I'm saying? And that was the whole thing. Bro was just like, yo, he's getting the bag. He's getting the bag. And I was like, bro, this shit is, yo, it's a marathon, bro. Like, this shit is the first quarter of the first, you know what I mean? The first inning. Like, bro, this is the first pitch of the first. Like, bro, this game barely started, bro. Tekashi's only been in this motherfucker for like 3 months. Nigga, like, bro. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't heard his music for real. Right? Like, yo, man, I ain't never heard his music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I played like a video I might have seen. I ain't never really seen his music real, you know what I mean? Tekashi, 3-part documentary on Showtime, supervillain. No. Now, it's trash. Wow, so he's making money on Showtime, huh? Yo, iTraveler says, I hate when Craig, that's Craig for all those that don't know. He says, I hate when people hide behind get the bag mantra, you know? Oh, he got the bag though. He got the bag though. You know, he killed his mom and, you know what I mean? He has no right arm anymore and he's blind in the left eye, but he got the bag though. He got the bag, you know? You know what I mean? He chopped off his Johnson and, you know what I'm saying? He could never have sex again, but he got the bag though. He got the bag though. Money can't save your soul. So, all right, boom. So Tekashi, you know what I'm saying? He quote unquote got the bag, right? And so I told the homie, I was like, bro, the game barely started, right? And I was like, yo, the way he's moving at the time, this was when he was doing that whole, he was in Chicago and he popped up on O Block. No. This is even before then. But yeah, any which way. At the end of the day, I was like, yo, this is not going to end well. And we all knew that. It don't take a psychic with tarot cards to tell you this Tekashi story is not going to end well. Okay? Because what do we saw? We saw real hood street dudes using this guy. They were both using each other. We saw them being foolish by giving Tekashi too much, power. And we saw somebody who got high off of his newfound success, right? We saw somebody who lost his soul. We literally saw somebody lose their soul right in front of our eyes. Especially for all those people like me, and there's a lot of you guys are like me where we grew up in the area or whatever, but we grew up in the area, we seen, trouble and gang members, but we didn't do it ourselves. And so we seen people who made decisions and end up falling off the edge, right? We seen it. So we knew, we saw Tekashi. All of a sudden, he was hanging around certain guys, and next thing you know, he's trying to put money on people's head. Oh man, I'll put money on your head. He thought it was a joke. He thought it was a game. You know what I mean? And he was rolling with some real thugs, and he felt insulated. and he felt secure, and he's a clown, so he did too much, right? When the whole situation, when I saw it, I'm like, yo, there's no way this is gonna end well. So the snitch thing happened. This not new. Like it's nothing new. Now, one thing that I totally saw happening was this story here. Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, get out of here. No thanks. No thanks. Get the fuck out of here. Sued by security firm for over $75,000 tab for your arm guards. Listen here. I don't know if Tekashi 6ix9ine is retarded. I don't know if he's stupid. I don't know what's wrong with this man. Listen, if there's one person you need to pay, if there's anybody in this world that you need to pay on time, there's anybody in this world. It's not the drug dealer, man. It's not your preacher. It's not your mother. It's not your children. I'm sorry. You know who you need to give money to? The security squad, man. Give money to your security squad because you're going to be dead without them. Do you hear me? If there's anybody you pay. So I'm looking at this, it's like, yo, you're not paying these guys. First of all, the reason why I talk about this is Tekashi already puts these guys in harm's way for nothing, for cheap shit. He already does that, right? Imagine, okay, so like, imagine you're supposedly like protecting him. This man here, this guy here, you know he knows in his head that he's a clown. He knows that. This man right here, this man is a goon. You know he knows he's a clown and he could smush him down with one arm if he wanted to. This man here, look at me like from Philly somewhere. This man look like he'll fucking put a bullet in you. You know what I mean? You know this guy here is like, yo, man. So he already got these brothers doing funny style fugazi shit, right? Like, all right, think about this. In LA, like in 60s neighborhood, protecting him. You know what I'm saying? Remember when he came to LA and he had the little security guards? They was in 60s hood, like completely open and exposed. And Tekashi's over there trying to get a little troll action. You know what I mean? But he's getting the bag though, right? And then he goes to Nipsey's mural and desecrates it. You know what I mean? Like, you know these guys is like, yo, I can't believe this guy put us in this position. They already like what? You want these guys to feel safe and secure and well fed, okay? Anybody knows? I've read stories about Mullah Ishmael. Any of these great kings of Morocco, any of our great, General Tariq, these guys, they take care of their goons, man. You take care of your goons. Why? They'll eat and feast on you if you don't. So I'm hearing this. I'm seeing, okay, another thing. He went to Chicago. He started beefing with O Block. So he decided to literally go on their block at 3 o'clock in the morning. Supposedly him and his peoples waited all night until it was safe to go outside. And then his security guard creates a parameter. And then he goes out there. He's like, y'all on your block, blood, or whatever. I don't see nothing, blood. I don't see nothing. And he's all nervous and he's barely looking around. He's barely there for like 2 seconds. And he's like, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, it looks like it's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. These guys want to be at home with their children and their women, right? But meanwhile, they're out in Chicago, some block in Chicago, risking their lives for him to put out a goofy ass Instagram story, right? Goofy shit. And you think these guys want to give their life to that? Like, yo, man, Nipsey's bodyguard, he cries. He said he wishes it was him instead of Nipsey. Let me say that again, man. His name is J-Rock. He's a security guard. He said he wishes it was him instead of Nipsey. That's how much he loved Nipsey, man. Nipsey's security guard, man. He feels so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta feed the wolves, man. So somebody else who did this was Donald Trump. Donald Trump used to treat his Secret Service like trash. Many of them were getting coronavirus because, you know, the coronavirus is big or whatever. He was going out and doing what he's not supposed to be doing, and they got to go out and detail the situation and put themselves at risk regardless. See, the point of really why I'm bringing the story up is I want to highlight how these guys, how him and Donald Trump and these people, they're putting these guys at risk. And then he's not paying them. So we're going to read the article. But the point of what I'm trying to say is, if something happens to Tekashi, don't be surprised. Now, of course, you're not surprised because he got beef with 9 Trey and he's a rat and all of those are fantastic reasons. He's beefing with Philly guys and the whole 9 in Chicago, and he's beefing with Red Rum and the gangsters out here. Okay. But when you're not feeding these guys, okay, so you're an op. You're an op. And you're like, yo, you go, oh, Tekashi owe you 75 bands? Here's 90. Here's 90. You know what I mean? And I won't even say no more. I'll pay his debt. Say no more. You did? This is what you don't do. He's a fool. He's a fool. A fool, and his money will soon depart. Each of Tekashi's 6 bodyguards own $85 an hour. I remember, I think it was More King or somebody, we were trying to figure out how much he's spending on security. I forget who it was, maybe Beeville. But there it is, $85 an hour. And that's not including overtime. $85 an hour for these security guards. The Brooklyn rapper, quote-unquote rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine stiffed his bodyguards out of $75,000 shortly before his federal bust in 2018. Oh, so back then, okay. That's a little better, but still, I wonder if he paid him though. Metropolitan Patrol, a California-based firm, inked a deal with Tekashi, whose name is Daniel Hernandez, on November 1st, 2018, according to LA Superior Court. Hernandez allegedly signed the contract 3 months after he was kidnapped. Beaten and robbed for nearly $1 million in jewelry and cash in Brooklyn. That's a lot. While Hernandez was in Los Angeles, the firm provided armed officers and armored vehicles for 9 days. Yo, LA is turned up over here, man. My nigga was out here in our streets. Out here. He was out here with armed trucks and stuff. Jeesh. An invoice shows that the armored vehicles, which cost $300 to $500 a day, included black fully loaded Yukon with ballistic panels and black police Ford Explorer with ballistic panels, fully loaded with lights and sirens, rolling with the police. After the company made several requests for payment, Tekashi agent allegedly said the gunman rapper had no intentions on paying the tab. Whew. Whew. With late fees and legal expenses, the patrol wants Tekashi to cough up $90,000, specifically $88,181.50 to be specific. The bill ballooned after Tekashi allegedly requested an overnight detail for the 2 contracted days after a drive-by shooting on the set of one of his music videos. On November 18th, the quote-unquote Gotti performer was at an $80 million Beverly Hills property to film a music video that featured Nicki Minaj and Kanye when a shooter opened fire, sending a bullet through a bedroom window. Later that month, Tekashi and 5 other members, an associate of 9 Trey, federal indictments of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder. Rapper turned snitch testified against his co-defendants. A former management company who provided bookings for Danny hired Metropolitan. All right, so that's that, man. That's that. I wanted to read that, and I actually have one more article about Tekashi, something very similar. So you guys call in, man. Somebody call in, tell me what you think about what we talking about, man. What you think about this, man? Is it shocking to you? Is it news to you? I thought it was a little worse. You know what I mean? I thought it was the current guys. So that's an old bill. He should definitely pay that, man. Quando Rondo wants security from Big U. I don't know if he wants that. I stay away from Big U. But Big U, you know, Big U provides security all through Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why they thought, you know what I mean, something happened with the Nipsey situation, because Big U, you know what I mean, like he got a bunch of guys like this, them big guys all through LA. Then they do a lot of security for LA clubs and stuff. All right, here we go. This is something else. Check this out. In related news, Tekashi lawyers say rapper isn't paying legal bills. Now remember, this isn't much about Tekashi as much as it's about learning, right? So I bring this stuff up not necessarily just to like talk about Tekashi. It's to talk about security guards, feeding the goons, paying your bills, being a man of your word, right? These are the things, these are the larger things that I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers. So now, so this came out a week ago. Tekashi's lawyer say the rapper's not paying his legal bills. He's not paying his security bills. He's not paying his legal bills. Nigga, are you getting the bag or not? Are you getting the bag or not, bro? All my real niggas know you pay your legal bills, man. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. What you do is, man, you're supposed to keep money on the side just for when you do need a lawyer. All real niggas know that. Excuse my language. I say that with all due respect. You know? Where's my Facebook? Hold on one second. Yeah. What? I'm trying to clear up how it look on Facebook. It look real blurry. All right, it looked good on YouTube. It's just like Facebook was just looking. It's been looking blurry for a minute now. Anyway, all right. So man, you got Tekashi. He paid his dental bill. You know what I'm saying? He obviously paid his dental bill, right? But he don't want to pay his legal bill. Like dude, you're crazy, bro. Like, bro, you still like, yo, man. Like his legal situation is not over, man. Like he's still on like, you know, parole or probation or whatever he's on. He's not off papers, right? He still need a lawyer. Right? He still can go to jail for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, like, I'm surprised that he hasn't gone back to jail, like, with a lot of shit he's been doing with Meek Mill and shit like that. Like, they take him off the street, man. So, I don't know who he plans on defending him. If you're high profile, you're not paying your bills, man. Who's gonna defend you? Like, dude, you guys, like, who's gonna protect you in the streets? Who's gonna defend you in court? You're out there. Like, you're out there. All right. Lawyers for Tekashi 6ix9ine say the rainbow-haired rapper has not returned their calls for months and is ignoring a $66,000 legal bill. Law firm Rittler, Kalis, and Rosenblatt, good names for your lawyer, asked to withdraw from representing Tekashi in a case. See, they don't want to represent him no more. Asked to withdraw from representing Tekashi in a case brought by an innocent bystander wounded in a Brooklyn shooting linked to the rapper's 2018 crime spree with the 9 Trey Bloods. The bystander who sued using the pseudonym Jane Doe, they're like, I don't want people to know who I am, seeks $150 million. Wow. On Friday, a judge scheduled a hearing in Brooklyn Supreme Court on the request for next month. Remember, this article came out last week. Hernandez has not paid for past services and has shown both unwillingness and the inability to fund the litigation on an ongoing basis. I thought he was getting the bag, though. I thought he sold his soul off because he was getting the bag. But it says here, the inability to fund. He's not making money like that. He can't pay his bills. What up, everybody? If you're new here, make sure you follow. Hit the star, Divine 444, Battleground 31, D Hopkins, TLE Sizzle. Make sure you guys follow. Hit the star, the little star right there, and follow your boy. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate that. So you could be a part of this show in the future. You know what I'm saying? I go live every day. My name is Ali Salam. I'm live and direct from Inglewood, California, out here on the West Coast. Okay, I do these sort of topics every single night. Okay, we talk sports and hip hop and politics and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. So you follow, you be a part of the show, and then if I notice that you follow and come by the show, I follow back. Okay, and so at that point you become a member of the force. All right. So this show here is called Affairs of Men, where we talk about the affairs of men. All right, and that's what that is. All right, boom. As I continue. Ivy Ray, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right. The firm says Tekashi, whose real name is Daniel Hernandez, did not return calls or text messages regarding a $11,000 bill for work on the case. The lawyers represent Tekashi in 4 cases, resulting in an unpaid bill of $66,000 for attorney fees, according to Kaplan. The news of the unpaid legal bills emerged the same week as TMZ reported that a bodyguard company claims Tekashi owes $75,000. A Miami stripper also sued him last month, claiming he hit her in the head with a champagne bottle, according to TMZ. He's wilding. Tekashi Instagram gives no indication that he's short on cash. He's flaunted a wild rainbow-colored spinning chain that he claims cost $1 million. It probably doesn't. I'm serious, guys. He probably doesn't have the bag like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if he got the bag like that, he pay his bills, man. The trash-talking Brooklyn-born rapper arrested in 2018 takedown of the 9 trades became a national sensation. All right, we know about all that. A judge sentenced Tekashi to just 2 years thanks to his cooperation. Since then, he recently started a beef with Philly rapper Meek Mills. Tekashi's attorney Lance Lazario did not respond to the inquiry. So, I want to talk about that, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine. All right, I'm gonna open up the phone lines. Oh, the phone lines are open. You see the number there that you can go ahead and call and be a part of the show. What do you think about, man? What do you think about? So far, these are things we talked about. We talked about Tekashi not paying his bills. We talked about Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B acting like some coons. Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll open up. Thank you for telling me. There's a phone number, and we also talk. Oh, let me talk about Rich the Kid. Rich the Kid got arrested. Coon stuff, dude. Let's find out what happened with Rich the Kid. All right. Ivy Ray, thank you for the follow. Bossman said, make him sell his chains, huh? Let me see. How long have I been? Let's see where we at. Oh, 2 hours? Okay. Let's do the last one. Last one. Let me just do this one real quick. Knock this out. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. All right, we have TMZ, the government, the government entity known as TMZ. Rich the Kid busted with a loaded gun in the bag at LAX. Yo, I tell you this, man. Joel Santana, he just got out of jail doing the same thing. I don't think he's a terrorist. I don't think he literally brought a gun to like do anything. I think like they're like moving fast, you know what I mean, all over the place, and they forget they got a pistol on them. You know what I mean? And they forget, and then they roll up to a federal airport that's a super duper crime with all kind of shit and forget that they have it and then get jammed up. I'm telling you, the airport is not a place where you want to accidentally have a pistol. Okay? Trying to get on a plane. You must lost your effing mind. Uzi Vert dog walk Rich the Kid. Really? They fought? There he is. LAX. I know that's LAX. I've been there plenty of times.
Blood sugar given as a pump the nose. It can be used even if I'm unconscious because it does not need to be inhaled. Give vaccine, put it in my nose and push further.
All right, the ad will end in 38 seconds.
Simple to use and sit. No, I know my network is ready.
Damn. All right. Any which way. So the ad. God. All right. So let's see. We'll do this. So hope all is well, man. We'll do this last one, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Make sure you guys follow. You know what I mean. Be on the lookout for tomorrow's show. I'm glad you guys are here. Here it is. Oh, that's a walk of shame right there, man. Oh, that one hurts. He's embarrassed. Oh, man. Whew. Oh, shit. Why can't you guys see this? What the hell's going on? Oh, man. It's not playing. Try one more time. I think TMZ, like, they don't want nobody casting their videos. Oh, well. All right, anyway. Let's see. Anyway, it's just a picture of him getting patted down by the police. He's at LAX terminal outside, looking looking hella embarrassed. Let me see. I had a rich the kid. Let me see. Yo, it's just not working, man. Oh well. All right, Rich has been released from custody after being booked for carrying a loaded firearm in public. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ. Rich the Kid has been arrested for possession of a concealed weapon at LAX, law enforcement say. We're told the rapper was going through security at the airport Monday afternoon when a loaded firearm was discovered in his carry-on luggage. He was busted shortly after 1 p.m. It's unclear if the cops have processed him yet. LAX arrest comes on the heels of a pretty rough 2020 that saw Rich get sued a few times by a management company, a jewelry store, and Fashion Nova. The year before wasn't much better when he was an apparent target of a shooting at a West Hollywood studio. In 2018, he was, oh man, this guy is headed for disaster. What's going on with this guy, man? What the hell? Yo, man, it's a lot following this man. Golly, man. Being sued 3 times in 2020 by Fashion Nova Jewelry Store Management Company. Being a target of a shooting. Getting arrested for guns. Right? The judge is going to see this shit and throw this man away. Yo, don't be surprised if he really gets locked up, man. He even had a home invasion in 2018 where he was badly injured. The calendar year has changed, but it hasn't changed much for Rich. So, yo, I guess that was why it was shared with me. Yo, Rich the Kid, man, he got sued by Fashion Nova. Yo, what's up with that shit? Damn. See, I don't know nothing about Rich the Kid, man. That's what happened to him. He got beat up too. I know I don't like his music. That's what I do know. He got sued by Fashion Nova. Oh, wait. I think I remember that. Let me see. Ooh. Hey, Cliff, are you there? Cliff, are you there? Okay. Hey, man, guys, man, I found something when I was searching Rich the Kid, Fashion Nova. Hey, babe, can you hear me? All right. I found a article here. It says, it's an op-ed. It says, Fashion Nova's children clothing sparks controversy. Clothing ranging featuring crop tops, evening dresses, and heels with names like Pulling Me Closer is branded by disgusting by critics who claim it sexualizes young girls. New range of clothes comes under fire for being inappropriate. Children picture wearing heels and short skirts for a new line of clothing. What? I gotta do an episode on this. It said people call it too grown up. Wow. Others question whether names of outfits were appropriate with examples such as Kiss Me Wild, Keep It on the Down Low. What in the hell? Yo, see, Fashion Nova is what our women love, right? The scantily clad. Anyway, man. So we'll talk about this later, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Y'all be good or whatever. Hope everything is yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do this story tomorrow. All right, y'all. Be good, be safe. Y'all be straight. Fashion Nova. We'll talk about that one tomorrow then. Crazy. Yo, man, our women do this shit. They need so much, man. Sheesh, man. That's why a lot of the brothers, they don't even deal with these sisters, man. It's like, you know what I mean? Especially your children's mother or something. Oof. I feel bad for y'all brothers, man.